Sanjay talk for a little bit about data science and the new data analytics program.
Hey, thanks. Thanks, Mark. Hey guys, this is Sanjay. Sanjay Dorai. I'm a professor here, and I teach data science and other computer programming languages. So I'm also leading the data science and AI courses at San Jose City College. So I wanted to take a few minutes to talk to you all about data science, why it is so important, and the kinds of things that you can do with it, and also introduce the courses, the offerings that we have here in data science. So essentially, the idea, as VP Lena had pointed out, the idea behind the courses that we're offering through Technest is to get students within the San Jose City College, within the San Jose City community, give them a shot, right, at being able to get tech jobs in the area, right? There isn't most, you can see a lot of people move in from other places when we know and we believe that the students here, should be able to, we should be able to develop them so that they have a shot at those opportunities as well. And one of the areas that has been growing like pretty much exponentially has been the area of data science. I mean, there wasn't a field called data science about 10 to 15 years back, but now you hear about it all the time. And the reason why it has become so popular is um, because of the growth in data, right? I mean, like 15 years back, I probably had a device in my home that was connected to the internet. Now I have 50 devices connected to the internet or more. So, and each one of these is spitting out data that is being collected somewhere. And, and people are trying to make sense of the data in order to, make things better for me, right? Or for you. And at the same time, also try to figure out how they can leverage this knowledge, this data, in order to do marketing and other sorts of decision making for enterprises, right? So, given the growth in this data, it's become the field of data science has really grown exponentially in order to take allow companies to take advantage of data that is there and drive this insight within the industry, right? And what we're doing at San Jose City College is basically, you know, um, trying to democratize that whole that area for folks within the community here, so that we are able to teach them the skills necessary to become a data scientist. And as part of the offerings that we have, one of them is CIS107, which is a foundations in data science course. You can think about it as, if you guys have done Stat 101, you can think about it as doing all of Stat 101 using programming. So while Stat 101 is very theoretical, and a lot of the concepts that you probably learn there, it's hard to relate to. Whereas here, you're actually doing it in a more sort of empirical setting where you're actually, getting to see the results as they happen. And so you understand the underlying statistics much better. So, it is this really awesome way of, one, teaching you all about the basics of statistics, and two, introducing you all to the programming languages that Python, like programming languages like Python, and the libraries that allow you to manipulate the data, big data, and make sense of all of that, right? So that's sort of the main. In addition to that, we also teach machine learning as part of this course as an introduction to classification algorithms that also are really interesting. So the course itself, right now, it's being offered via Zoom. We do have online Zoom, sort of like live Zoom lectures. They're offered on Fridays and Saturdays, convenient times for folks, especially who are working, to take those classes. We do have a lot of office hours, probably 4 to 5 hours a week, that you can take advantage of. I've got a really good system that allows you to use Calendly to schedule office hours so that you're not bumping into other students at that time. And, I have a background in statistics. I'm a data scientist. I did my master's in UC Berkeley. So I do have a pretty good, and I was running AI for Ernst & Young's AI lab. So I do have a background in AI and data science, and I try to infect some of that to the students that come to me. So hopefully, it is a pleasurable experience. Students get to learn quite a bit. As Lena pointed out, the courses are intense. They're not, you do need to, sort of like meet me halfway as well. I try to do the best I can to help you all understand the concepts, but at the same time, it requires that you're willing to invest time in order to, learn the concepts and understand what is being taught. But the material is great, and I'm there to help support you all, and help you understand some of the core concepts, as as best as I can. There's a prerequisite for this. You should know Python. Without Python, then it just becomes you spend the whole semester learning Python and not really doing data science. So Python 24C, CIS 106 or similar is a prerequisite for this. Next slide, please. Thank you. So the other courses, again, part of this drive to bring data science to the community. Again, like Lena helped introduce the business and data analytics program into San Jose City College. And as part of this, we're actually partnering with another company called Part3 in order to deliver courses in business and data analytics. So this course is run, so it's run using a cohort-based system. So we do, so the course actually started, the first cohort started in fall of this year, and it'll run through spring, and then the next cohort starts in the fall of next year and runs through the spring of the following year. And as part of this, these courses, we teach data analytics, so very closely tied to data science, again, big data, but we introduce other tools that allow you to analyze the data. We introduce you to SQL, structured query language, which is another, sort of like it's kind of having a rebirth. It was super popular in the past, and then we moved to something called NoSQL, and now just because of the SQL community out there, right? We have this large SQL community now. Big data is now being used with SQL, so it's sort of having a resurgence. And as part of this, we teach you that. We teach Tableau, which is a really, really cool tool that is used to visualize data. When you deal with a lot of data, you do want to present that in a way that can be understood and digested by executives. So Tableau allows you to create those great visualizations. And finally, we'll also talk about statistics itself. And we'll get into a little bit of the advanced statistics concepts here, a little 101 plus sort of ideas, that also help provide you the necessary context to sort of become a good data scientist. So this is another really great set of courses that we're going to be teaching. We already started, and we're going to continue teaching this. And excited. I'm excited. I love this field. I love programming. I've been doing this for a long time, and I'm just excited about teaching this to you all. Next slide. I know, do we have anything else? Yeah, so that's the CIS 123, 124 program for spring. And then again, we meet again fall of 2021 with CIS 120 and 122. Okay, but like I said, like great courses, like Lena said, I mean, dirt cheap. I mean, I paid $6,000 at UC Berkeley to get one course done. So you guys are paying like $150 for all of this, for each of these courses, which I think, is just an offer you cannot turn down. So I hope you'll use it. Okay. Anything else? Yeah. Cool. Thanks.
Actually, Sanjay, there was one thing that somebody had asked about in the chat, and that was Gabriel writes, is the CIS 107 class doable even without previously taken any statistics course, or is it recommended to take statistics before or during 107? So I know that you really should take Python and have computer programming experience, but what do you think about statistics?
Yeah, so statistics is not a prerequisite. So I'll be teaching you all of that. I mean, if you've taken it, it's great. It's great to have those sorts of discussions if you've already done it. and you can help push the discussion to the next level, but it's not a prerequisite.